my introductory speech on my hero. There are a few people in this world who are born leaders. Leaders get things accomplished and help his or her group, team, or class. When I was younger, I wasn't much of a leader. My dad, however, taught me how to be a leader and how my father taught me his great ambition and told me how to strive at everything I do. This is when I started to become somewhat of a leader. Everyone has a hero in their life that they look up to and respect. My dad was my hero when I was growing up and still is. During this speech, I'm going to go through some of the most important moves during my life. My September 23rd, 1992 is the day that my mother and my father brought me into this world. My name is Terrence Victor Roberts Jr. My family calls me Jay because it's short for junior. My life revolves around sports, whether it's football, basketball, or baseball. I play every sport and I've loved it ever since I was little. I'm the biggest competitor and I hate to lose. My father was always my coach when I played Little League Baseball. One of the biggest goals I've accomplished is when my YMCA team went to the Junior League World Series. We started out in Anderson, and we went to Goose Creek, South Carolina, then we went to Cartersville, Georgia, and then we ended up in Taylor, Michigan to play in the Junior League World Series. My dad was a big supporter of us all doing this because he told us to never give up and he told us to keep moving on. I knew we would make it far when my dad taught me to never give up no matter what the score was. Growing up, I went to Montessori School of Anderson, and when I was in the 7th grade, I transferred to Mechanic Middle School. That was a big cultural shock to me when I moved from private school to public school because there were many different people, but I still stayed the same person who I was. My dad always taught me how to adjust to adversity, and that is exactly what I had to do when I changed schools. When I was at Montessori, I was one of the best athletes at my school, and when I got to McCants, I was one. There were many kids there also, and many athletic kids, and I was frustrated when I first got there because I wasn't used to the level of competition, but I soon learned to adjust, and my dad taught me how it was more fun to play against people who were as good as you or better than you, even if you lose or win or lose. When I was at Montessori, when my dad not only had a big impact on me, but also had a big impact on my sister. What she learned from him, I learned from her. My sister lives out in Houston, Texas, and she taught me, we still try to stay in contact, but she taught me a lot of things when I was younger. She had a huge impact on my life to tell me to always get what I needed to do done, to get what I needed to get to do done, and don't push things off until the last minute, because if you do that, then things will just start getting complicated. Also, if you have a dream, to go and get it, and waiting around will get you nowhere. From the day I was born until now, I was definitely a mama's boy. My mom would never let me give up, and whenever I wanted to miss practice or skip out on workouts or not go to speed and agility, my mom would always push me and strive and make me strive to be the best. Getting good grades was a very hard thing for me to accomplish, but the reason why is because I thought I could just show up and not do any work in high school and I would be given a grade. But when my freshman year of high school, I found out that I was mistakenly wrong. I tried to work harder, and I dug myself so deep into a hole that I had to get back up to the hole, and then I had to get higher. I played when I was in high school. I played football, and we were talking about the SAT, ACT scores, and for athletes, it's a whole lot lower than regular students. And I thought it was a joke, and soon I learned that I needed to get my grades up and get right and get where I needed to be in life. I played my first year of college football at a junior college in Greenville, and I've then learned that I should have worked harder in high school like my dad told me to get to a 4-year university. My father stayed on me constantly to the point where I just really just we got into many arguments and about my grades. But then my freshman year of college, I finally turned that around and started getting better grades. Despite having rough times in life and being to the point where I just wanted to give up, my father pushed me to pushed me to get better grades, and now I will be attending Tusculum College to further my education. The biggest goal in life is not to do the exact same job as my father, but to have great ambition like him and strive to reach my goals in my life.